What's good, YouTube? I am joined by Zodiac Duelist's own Joey Lynch, who just got second place at the Lubbock Regionals. Do you want to go ahead and go over this deck for all of YouTube and kind of explain more what it's about and how you whittled down card choices to come to this build with the speedroid engine?
Sure, yeah, why not? See, we got obviously three destroyer. It's the bread and butter of the deck. We got Landwalker here. It's really good for protecting from Dark Hole and Regeki when you have Lady out, and in the mirror it protects from destroyer when they try to destroy her or bait out the lady and then pop the lady or with the destroyer, and then you can just like protect it with that. Just one shuttle. All you really need is one to do the combo. So it's not really good to draw, so you really don't need to play more than one. Two Slip Rider. It's good for the combo popping town. One thing I like to do is add Mojo off a town. It's like one of my favorite parts of the deck. Two Ladies. It's like the reason though. This is a really good deck. Probably one of the best decks. Can't say it's the best, but it's the reason the deck is even. I want to play the deck really. So a Farm Girl, we didn't play this originally, but with E-Tel you can go for game with it, and you can also break down from Destroyer to like Farm Girl to like deal more damage and add whatever you need, like a Kozmo Town or Mojo or something. Two Strawman and two Sword Trooper, pretty much like I guess you would say the heart of the deck to combo off. First turn combo is really broken. Usually ends with two Ladies, Infinity, or Infinity, Lady, Tin Can, Set Mojo. There's lots of different variations of the combo, but that's how you do it. It was with Strawman and Sword Troopers. Two Tin Can. But this is something that we went from we went from 1 to 3 to 2. We tried everything, but we decided 2 was correct because this deck will brick on you a few times, actually a lot. But with just Tin Can on its own as a starter card, and it's just like one of the only cards that's good on its own in this deck. So we chose to use 2. It's really good with Call the Haunted. Yeah, we decided to use the Speedroid engine here. There's a few. It's mainly in there to go into Ancient Fairy Dragon if you see in the extra deck. We got that. It's really good. Like 2-card combo is with Kozmo Town and Speedroid Terrortop. You can, pop the town, add another town or island, and add a destroyer or whatever missing piece you need to combo off on them. It's good for Ancient Fairy gains alive too, which is a cool notable thing about that. The 2 cards you don't want to draw, Dice and Garunix. Garunix wasn't in my hand that much. Actually, very first or second round. Game 1 and 2, it was in my hand, both games of that. I remember that. It was pretty annoying. We did play 3 Maxis, but I did cut the third one for the Farm Girl because I wasn't playing it originally. You do need Maxi this format, unless you want to get comboed on and just auto lose.
I feel like Farm Girls just to have access to one is just too good.
Yeah, it's just it's an option, so why not? It's another pilot, so the 3 terraform cool part about this deck is you play terraforming in 3 towns and island. We were playing 3 islands, but I feel like it added a lot of bricks to the deck. All you really need is 1 to combo off, and because you can just grab it with terraforming whenever you need to. And if I only wanted to play 1 chicken, it made sense to just play 1 island and with the 1 chicken. It just made sense that way. We cut it all together and just tried a pure Kozmo build, but then I just I still want to play terraforming, so I just put the 1 island in just for that option.
Yeah, and I think that getting to your Kozmo Town is very relevant and important.
Exactly,
too.
yeah. You need Kozmo Town to enter a grind game, because each time you summon a ship without Kozmo Town, it's going to be a neg. Upstart Goblin, why not? 2 E-Tellies, broken. It gives you the second push. Yeah, so 2 Allures. It's not always live, but sometimes you have to make awkward plays to make it live. But I feel like it's worth it because with Kozmo Town, it's like a pot of greed. So that alone gives me enough reason to play Allure. Probably my favorite card in the deck is Cosmojo. My favorite thing to do is pop town with Slip Rider and add a Mojo, and There's yeah, why not? 3 calls. It's really good with tin can. Like I said, this deck does brick a lot, so like sometimes you'll just go to a simplified game state with a summon tin can, set, call, pass, and hopefully that's enough to get you there. Down in the side deck, we got 3 cherries. It's pretty much the reason I switched to this deck. Before I played BA, it's just I don't want to like risk going into a long round tournament and playing BA and just this card alone just making you lose. It's just scary.
Losing your tournament to 1 card.
Yeah, there's just no. It's just I don't know. And 2 Lancias and 2 effect failures. Lancias are for the mirror. Failures are in there over Massacre Restrict against Monarchs because I feel like if you just like have Massacre Restrict and you don't draw the Reflector, that they have so much draw power that they're eventually going to draw until they're out. So a Veiler, I mean, at least I can stop their Erebus play with Veiler. 2 Gamma Seals for the mirror. This deck actually just loses to Dark Lady unless you don't have a second push with E-Telly or an island play. So 3 Twin Twisters. For all the Demise decks, I was considering playing Decree. Decree actually might be better, but because I only really want these Twin Twisters for Demise decks, because this deck can sort of handle any other back row besides Iron Will. I mean, yeah, any other back rows that isn't like sided into like games 2 and 3 with Decree just handles it. It's just not good going second. You have to set it, but I feel like I would rather take that chance and like try to survive a turn with the Decree because it just blows them out. Because sometimes the Twin Twister isn't always enough. The 3 Deflectors. Stop Stormforth is really important. We lose to Stormforth. So
did you ever side it in the mirror?
No, I didn't really feel like I needed it. I mean, all it's going to do is stop a town, which I mean, whoop-de-doo. I guess it stops Island too, but I don't know. I might consider doing it in the future.
It also can stuff E-Telly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like when I go first against the mirror. I just want to combo off. I don't really want to set too many traps. So
yeah,
and I don't want to put it in going second because I'll put in the Gamma Seals and the 2 Lancias.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's for the extra formula synchron. That's for when it's for the speedroids when you don't draw a field spell. You can just like make the speedroid terrortop at level 1 and synchro into a formula synchron, and you go. You can play that or Stardust Charge Warrior, but I chose this because being a level 2 tuner, you can there's a chance you can draw into like a level 5 ship, and it still gives you the chance to go into Ancient Fairy Dragon. And I had Black Rose. You can also Black Rose with them, obviously.
Yeah, having an Exciton that also kills your own town seems good.
Mm-hmm. With Leviair, combo card. Grand Pulse, you can pop your town. It's another combo card in a way. If you don't draw like 2 field spells, you can pop your town and it just gets you there. Like it just searches a missing piece. Break Sword, you can pop a ship. Go down to Farm Grill, attack for game with that. Dante is only in there for cherries. If I played Dark Planet, it would be cool to go into to fuel my grave for Dark Planet, but I don't play that. I play the Bug Engine with the Corbage. It's good against Prime of the Monarch, and Beatrice Dante, so why not play that? I play Volcasaurus. I don't play Gaia. Took it out for formula. You might need it. You might. I don't know. It's whatever though. Nova and Infinity. You go into that a lot. Play Herald as part of the combo. You can send Dark Destroyer with Delta Shuttle, add it back with that. Cavalry, you play it out certain things like a Dark Planet in defense, or a Dark Planet period, actually. It doesn't have to be in defense, right? No. Yeah, you can out a Dark Planet. It puts it back in their hand, but you usually just try to kill them that turn. And F-Zero's in there. You don't really go into it that often, but it's in there for mid-game against BA.
And it's also another really good option for cherries if you draw your second on BA, leaving them with nothing in the extra.
Or if you don't open cherries and you open it mid game, you can still it has some use there.
Yeah, definitely. Any notable rounds from your tournament?
Round 1, I played against the Cyframe guy who topped also. I ended up beating him. I was his only loss. I think it was like round 5 or 6. I lost to Nick Reniger, and that was my only loss. I played 4 Monarch decks throughout the entire tournament. And it's the hardest matchup, so I feel like I handled it pretty well. That's pretty much it for notable rounds.
Any shoutouts?
Shout out to Cameron, Scott, and Jake Finney. They helped me out with the deck. Watching them really helped me learn all the combos, and me and Cameron really worked on the ratios to make it, I don't know if I wouldn't say perfect, but I feel like this is pretty good, ratio of cards. Shout out to Team Zodiac and Troll and Toad.
Hey.
Yeah. And House of Champions.
Thanks a lot, man, and thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.